Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Fate the WINX Saga. This is the third episode of season 2. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I am. This is my third episode of the day, and if you guys want to enjoy today's video, it is free in the description below. Just click that link and stick the password in and enjoy. So last episode I thought was interesting. Some information was revealed that if they was listening properly that they may have picked up on. So obviously Tara, her cousin had joined the school pretty much, and like she was trying to help them with Devin. She was saying, look mate, this potion that we could give him could wake him up, but Tara was reluctant to give it him. She wanted to look over it to find the details. She didn't want to pass the information over to her dad before she took on that approach herself, which I thought was a bit weird really, because obviously like she's not the doctor or the person that's in charge, but you know, she's probably right to do that, because in the end it turned out that yeah, what her cousin wanted to give him did actually work and did wake him up, but there needed to be an antidote because it was really strong, and they didn't have that in place when they give it him. So he ended up going kind of like super strength mode, going kind of crazy, ran off. You know, Rosalind was kind of panicking. They ended up finding him in her office. Now in there, Rosalind come in, and you know, Tara's going to run over and give him the antidote, but she was saying no, stay back. She grabbed him, she stared into his eyes. She was like, hers were glowing blue, so was his. She kind of got the visions of what happened to him. You know, when he was in the woods, he was making out with his girlfriend. He looked over, there was a creepy dude in the distance. He then made his girlfriend kill herself while he ran off. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously his body dropped to the floor like he'd been drained of all these powers and all this strength, and she's just acquired it. Now, obviously Bloom, she's been trying to figure out some information, because she was in Rosalind's office as well, and she found a book and she opened it. She took some pictures and it was some ancient text. She ended up going to Silver's house, which is obviously Sky's house from when he was younger, to get like a transcriber. While he was there, boom mate, you know, Sky's dad's turned up. He's looking around, he knows that somebody's been there. He takes a picture of Sky, puts it in his pocket, you know, reminiscing, maybe feels a little bit bad for him for the stuff that he's done to him in the past. Then he's obviously got Riven and Cole to burn the house down. Now it looks like obviously that Fate, I was going to call it Fate then, what's the name, that Bloom's going to die, obviously with Sky inside, but no mate, because she's a fire fairy, she managed to obviously help them, shield them around in the flames. Obviously none of them got hurt. They managed to go back to school with the help of obviously Silver's friend that you know, like put him up into some accommodation. Last episode they transcribed the text, and pretty much they were saying power acquired, mate, draw these creatures in. So they believe that from the information that they found, that Rosalind, she's inviting these creatures to the school, and what they're doing then once they get to the school is they're extracting the power from the fairies. And what then Rosalind is going to do with that power is she's going to attain it herself, and she's going to get stronger, because as was mentioned, no matter how much power that somebody has, they always want more. They always want to raise it, don't they? They always want to be bigger and stronger than they currently are. So now obviously it's going to be interesting to see where we go from here, because Beatrix actually told her that Riven knows something about how Silver got away. What she actually done then is she sent everybody out the room, and she left Riven to stay with her while he tells her further information. So I don't know if she's going to torture him, attack him or what, but it's going to be exciting to see. So thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Do you mind taking this piece of shit back? I know it's not really Andreas's.
It's only been a few months, and you're already starting to sound like him, Sky.
How'd you even get in here?
Harvey.
You can go now.
That's savage, that Sky. You must know that he's desperate.
What I need to do to fix this.
Leave. So, how nice of you to join us.
He's obviously going to fight. Okay, it's not obvious. That's interesting.
You gave me all the heavy stuff.
You volunteered for this?
I volunteered for a simple banquet errand so that we could leave school and see Sebastian.
Tonight was always step one of my 20-year plan. I'd intern for one of them at the Capitol, come back to Althea to teach, work my way up. Eventually, at another alumni banquet, Dowling would step down and I'd become headmistress.
All I wanted was to be out of high school. We've looked for a way in, but Rosalind has every entrance guarded.
Hey, fellow alums are quite the VIPs now. They're going to need protecting.
You mean we break into the East Wing tonight?
Rosalind probably won't go after one of you, and probably is good enough, right? I know it's risky, but after the vote tonight, it's going to get a whole lot harder to take Rosalind down. The less we know about where Saul is, the safer he'll be.
I know. Sky told me he asked him to leave. I just didn't think he'd go.
Got captured straight away, didn't he, man? But they'll notice him tonight, won't they? If they go in there, yeah, while obviously this banquet's going on and they're going in, they'll see him chained up, won't they? Literally, because he's going to be in the room. They said there's room for him in there. And like I said, last episode, if they was listening correctly, they would have realised that there was more than one person. They was underneath the floorboards, wasn't they, in the bedroom, when he went in. He got the phone call. What? He escaped. He's speaking. Last time we seen him, he's in no condition to kind of move. Do you remember? And then they were saying, maybe they can find out about the others. And I was like, others? Maybe that's information that they didn't know before. They might have thought Devin was the only one, but no, it shows that there's more. But no, seems like they didn't pick up on that bit of information.
Tonight will be long and tedious. Pompous alums who haven't done a hard day's work in their lives. This usually helps me deal.
Look, he's trying to be nice to him.
Take the afternoon, adjust your attitude.
Whoa, you going to rainforest or?
Oh, dear, sorry. Well, mine's in a million places.
Hi.
This is your chair.
Just need.
I can
I was
can
going
move.
on it.
Something.
Proper painful.
Proper painful.
Yeah, it's weird.
So remember how I was taking Sam's anger away by magic? I stopped doing it because of what you said. A second ago when he looked at Rosalind, he was full of rage.
Oh, he's angry. Okay, so he's not scared. He's fuming, yeah? Like, literally, he's livid. Not seen a lot of Stella this season yet, have we? We're on episode 3. He's been pretty quiet. That rat was absolutely smoked off on it.
I think that's Duke Hammerstrom.
Like a Solarian Jeff Bezos. Yeah, he perfected thought-based purchasing. You think it, you buy it.
Yo, that is so
Here's
sick.
Oscar Hammerstrom, Mind Fairy, graduated 82, now has a monopoly on Otherworld products.
Why all the alums are so powerful is because the school is the best.
I think I found the best way into the East Wing. And don't freak out, but I do think it's easiest if I just go by myself.
No way.
What? Nick this from Rosalind's.
See what I mean? They're friends. It's weird, isn't it?
I'm kind of busy right now, but I'm sure Riven's free.
See, I was saying that last episode, right? It's weird because Beatrix, she doesn't get on with any of them girls, but somehow she's got like a little side friendship going on with Stella. And obviously Stella's really good friends with the rest of them, so like she's stuck in a hard place, you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, it's not as if Beatrix is being shut out because like she's a nice person and people just, she's a bit of a bitch to them. Let's be honest, you got to call a spade a spade. Sometimes you get what you give out. So if you give out that you're being a bitch, people are bitch back to you. It's just a way of life, do you know what I mean? You treat people how you want to be treated. And the fact is, yeah, let's be honest, she's treated Stella pretty decently. And Stella, obviously, in return, has been nice to her back. But in them situations there, do you know what I mean? If the girls come out and was like, Stella, what are you doing? You know, why are you talking to her? Wouldn't be bare weird, innit? So she was like, look, I haven't got time. She can't be feeling sorry for herself because, first of all, she's dug a grave with the girls and now she's done one with Riven as well. Do you know what I mean? She's literally burning bridges to all the relationships that she's currently got.
Here's a nice bottle of champers.
It's nice enough to make up for the fact that you burned my house down.
Ah, your house wasn't that great anyway.
You still don't remember anything.
No, only thing I remember is being served up on a platter by my girlfriend and Rosalind mind fucking me.
Why not hop in the shower?
Something's up between you and Beatrix, but she won't tell me.
Beatrix being cagey. Shocker. It's not us. I thought we were clear about that. It's not about you. It never was.
And the guy's got a wetsuit, so he don't like wearing
say
them.
this if I literally couldn't feel people's emotions, but Aisha is 100% into you.
I thought she was going to go snooping then. I was going to say, mate, why does everyone snoop? It's a bad idea. People can't stop themselves, can they?
Why do you have Eldrin amalgam in your bag? And a syringe?
I was just cataloguing stuff for my dad.
Sam, stop lying. It's me.
No more talk, no, she has to pay.
Sam, I've been taking your anger. Every time you got angry with Rosalind, I took it away. And every time I took it away, I didn't realise, but it builds. And it builds.
You've been messing with my head and you didn't tell me.
I wouldn't say it was messy. She was trying to help you, but I understand where he's coming
But
from.
this is a mistake that I've made.
Fancy, mate. Look at her with just a t-shirt on.
So I'm assuming the guards will clear out once the banquet starts, but if not, maybe one of you can find a distraction.
Don't you all look lovely? Don't tell anyone, but I absolutely loathe these things. Field Marshal Bhavani Selvaraja would say if she knew that you and your friends attacked her caravan and broke out Soul Silver.
You just have to remember that all these adults were our age at one point.
Amy Leroy.
Her. I have to talk to her.
He's getting his card out.
Is that
A note card on Amy Leroy.
Mary?
Can't imagine you like someone outside of the family having quite so much influence.
Whatever my feelings are about that, certainly wouldn't be so foolish as to air them publicly.
I sent her 20 texts.
Well, obviously she stood right there.
She hasn't left Rosalind's side.
She isn't going to. She's seated next to Rosalind at the banquet.
Turn it off or I'll fry it.
If he has to put it in a syringe, then it's never going to work. He's never going to get close enough to inject it. If it's like a bomb that he can throw at her, then maybe.
I didn't want to ruin Rosalind's mysterious plan for the evening.
I actually don't mind Beatrix either. Even though she's a baddie, if you would say that, I actually don't mind her.
I used to think there was way more to it than this. That maybe the bravado was a disguise for a scared little girl, but really, you're just a nasty piece of work. And the sad thing is, you think people are scared of you.
You can do literally anything. He will never love you.
Savage. That's savage for me, that, innit, mate? Proper savage. But like I said, mate, you get what you give. She's not giving out good vibes to him, so like they're obviously not great back.
I thought you were off doing some secret agent shit.
Me too. Rosalind has other ideas. Rosalind invited me.
Oh, thank God. Someone with something to say. I want to hear it all. Now I wonder why this is empty.
Come with me. Now.
I'd stick that in his neck instead. I'm like, you have some of that.
This guy was lucky enough to be raised by salt, although, talk about the blind leading the blind.
Papa.
Oh, come on now. You know it's true. I mean, no fault to you, but if you and my niece had stayed together, scandal.
Sorry. Things were they were getting heated at the table. Maybe just.
I wonder how tall, like, she is. Bloom seems like she's really tall.
Delicate. No, you're just being a royal dick.
And you're drunk. Yes, I'm being that girl. Go get some water.
Your mum was right. You've changed.
Act like we're rivals 1 second, and then the next
You
you're
think
like,
I'm some sort of evil mastermind, don't you?
they all love you.
Nobody really loves the powerful ones. You'll learn that soon enough. You will shape the other world more than any of these fairies. And truthfully, more than your friends.
Well, I think would be interesting if Bloom actually kind of like ends up liking her. Do you know what I mean? That would be a good little twist, because obviously everybody wants to take her down and get at her, but she might have got to Bloom in a way like you must start a pupil, big her up here and there, give her little privileges, and you know, like elevating her more than she currently is. And Bloom might actually think, oh, she's not actually that bad. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if that happened. But again, one thing that I picked up on is she said about trust and loyalty. Something like that just there. She was saying, you know, a lot of people in this room, everybody here kind of wants to take me down. Do you know what I mean? If I ended up revealing your secret that you and your friends, you know, helped Silver escape, then I would lose your trust and your loyalty, and I need that. And do you know what I mean? And she said it last episode again, where Bloom was in her office and she found that book and she was taking pictures in it. And then when she come in, she said, I know that you were snooping. And you know what I mean? That means that I can't trust you. That's what she did say. So it seems to be that obviously, but I would say it's actually true. Somebody in a big high position of power, whether it's wealth, whether it's obviously fear, do you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get somebody that's loyal to them is hard. Because you don't know if somebody's just there for the ride because you've got the power, the money, the success, or if you've actually got to ride or die. Whether you've got somebody that you could be a multi-millionaire right now, but then somehow bankruptcy happens and you're back to ground zero, nothing, homeless, but you've got to ride or die. Someone absolutely fucking loyal by your side who's with you through thick and thin. Do you know what I mean? You'll soon find out that once you've lost all that power and money, how many people are just there because of your status. Do you know what I mean? So that is interesting as well.
Right. Yes, of course.
My God, you're not going to respond? You're killing me. My life is like a pie chart. I only have so much
Okay,
room.
no, we're not doing this again.
She does peck head a little bit with that.
An excuse. This is deeper than that. What if I end up making sacrifices for something I'm going to fail at?
You fail then, mate.
Something that's going to end up hurting me.
And yes, it'll probably end. And yes, when it does, it could be the worst feeling ever. But that's life too. Alcohol, it's been sterilized.
Imagine hearing that.
Did you hear that? The light. Got it.
Are you sure?
Oh, that was a good dodge, that. Went straight for the head.
That way.
What's behind her? Oh.
Magic might not work. How about chemistry?
Fire.
We have a video of Rosalind's literal
central dungeon in the East Wing. Photos of that book from her office. And let's not forget that Flora, Terra, and I saw what she did to Devon.
Rosalind knows that we broke Silver out.
We have to take her down.
No, that's the thing. She hasn't told anyone, and she said that she's not going to, and I believe her.
Yeah, well, obviously I believe her because the context that she said it was true.
So if you won't do the right thing, then I will.
You know, I don't blame Stella for doing that, me saying it, because I was just saying it a minute ago, didn't I?
Remember when we met?
That I sounded like the absence of chaos.
He reminds me of Newt.
Kind of a lot to throw on someone you've just met. I don't know when things changed, but my life's now full of chaos. I'm leaving Althea.
We can fix this. How can we fix this?
User, you, us. It's been the only good thing in my life for a while.
Don't take me away from my friends.
As though I could if I wanted to. You belong here.
After torturing him in her lab, after stealing his magic, Rosalind let that student die.
I hate to break protocol, but there may be a few minor inconsistencies with Her Highness's theory.
She's played it, she's done it in her favour.
Until I borrowed a text from the Royal Archives, a native of the realm of darkness. It feeds on magic. I was able to bring him back from near death, all thanks to Benjamin Harvey's daughter, who discovered an amalgam that was able to revive all 3 fairies. If blood witches continue using scrapers, fairy magic, therefore fairies, will cease to exist.
Yo, like I said, that there, right, kind of, it was lucky for Bloom that she didn't actually go forward, even though she should have, but Stella, I don't blame you for going up there. To be honest, the information that you acquired, the stuff that you know, you thought Devon was dead. I thought that's interesting, but do you know what, right? Did anyone actually go over to his body when he died last episode? You know, now I'm thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, did we all just assume that he died and she took his powers? I think that's what we do quite a lot, to be fair, don't we? We just think of something and we just rock and run with it, don't we? And we're just like, yeah, she's done that, she's taking the powers, but what is she doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, we actually don't physically know what Rosalind's doing. She's never told us and nobody else has. The speculation has been passing around and I've rocked with it, and I believe the speculation. To be honest, I do believe she's a bad egg. I do believe that she's actually trying to access more power and gain it and acquire it herself, but it's a good little spanner in the works, that, and I feel like she might have known all this shit was going on. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she anticipated this attack, and that's why obviously she went and she got this and she knew what was happening, and it's just fell right into her lap. It's kind of made her look even stronger, innit, mate? It's called your newfound popularity, and now you're looking at it. Do you know what I mean? If people come in there and they was questioning, should she be the right person? Should we vote her in? Well, now, mate, it looks like she is the right person. Do you know what I mean? She saved 3 students, she's acquired one of these, she knows what the enemy is, and now obviously she's going through like a plan to kind of like resolve it. You know, if you're trying to give someone new to the school, what better way? Even though I kind of think some areas she probably is chatting.
I didn't kill him. We were wrong. I was so sure we were right, but we were wrong.
Might be able to squeeze in a swim. So, I'll see you at the river in 10? Or do you need 15 so you can do some stuff?
That was good, Aisha. Finally. Get these little speedos on now.
Find the blood witches who did this and eliminate them. She's a powerful young fairy, but inside of her burns the magic of legend, the dragon flame. Which means that Bloom is the key to saving our world.
Ah, mate. That looks brutal. I don't mind this itch. Get it out for her.
When we first spoke at the Stone Circle, you said that the Blood Witches were the ones who kidnapped me and held me in Astrodel. Is that because of this thing inside me?
I don't know where you came from, but the blood witches will.
Told you, man, it's gonna happen. She's gonna go on the side. She's gonna be enticed in.
Pardon.
Oh, for him. He's gonna be licking her arsehole going forward as well.
For a week for that damn thing. Every time we drive them out, they come crawling back.
And if they are gathering strength to make a move, we need to stop them.
Whoever you are, you can leave the fucking girl in bloody peace.
Oh wow, look, she's proper been she's proper been at it there, hasn't she? Nah, do you know what, right? I'm not saying that like I'm loving her character or anything, but if she died, I'd be kind of disappointed. I feel like she's a different person, like she is a different personality to everybody else. Like she's massively like different, which I think's good. because it gives her variety. Do you know what I mean? Like right now, she's kind of feeling sorry and down for herself that she hasn't really got anybody on her side. Do you know what I mean? She thought that she was going to come in to say this season she was going to have all this stuff going on with, with Rosalind. She thought that she was going to have this great relationship with her dad. You know, she's going to have the 2 boyfriends and everything is just going to be all sweet, and none of it's gone to plan. Her dad's not really showing no attention towards her. Rosalind's kind of just treating her as if she's like a secretary and not even really caring about her. Only friend that she's kind of got is Stella, but then she's kind of like pushing her away a little bit because she's actually got friends who, she's not really friends with herself, Beatrix. And then obviously the relationship with Riven, she's fucked it, mate, because she was trying to impress Rosalind and it just went west. So, she's kind of in a situation for it's all her own doing, but it doesn't mean that I don't want her here. Do you know what I'm saying? And at least that what Rosalind actually revealed earlier on when she brought that thing in, when she was showing everybody that she's got one caged up, is that 3 people that she knows that was attacked by it, from the information that Tara said, even though it wasn't Tara, it was a cousin, she said that she managed to save all 3 of them. That's why it's interesting to see Devin walk in, because I assumed anyway from what they were saying last episode that Rosalind had come in and extracted his powers for herself. She looked into him, she could see everything, and then she obviously pulled all the strength from him and acquired it. That's kind of what we got from the transcribed text, and we thought that she was doing it, bringing these creatures towards the school so that they can take the fairies' powers so she could acquire it. But no, I was totally left field from what they've said today is happening. We was way off, and do you know what I mean? It seems like she's actually being decent, which is really a massive twist. I thought she was a bitch and she was trying to take everybody down, but it seems like she's actually caring and actually wanting to save everybody from the Blood Witches. But then again, I have no idea if that's true or not. What I'm just saying is the information that was revealed here is totally different to what I've been suspecting in the first 2. So that's exciting, mate. Literally, going to the next 4, I'm excited because it's not what I expected. I'll wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you've not seen any of the full episodes and you are interested, then every single one that is released on the YouTube is available in the description. Just click on that, put the link in and enjoy. So, she got me there, Rosalind, at the end. I was saying earlier on a little bit that maybe Bloom, she actually, what a good twist would be is that she starts kind of like liking her or wanting to be part of a plan, or she kind of sweetened by it. Do you know what I mean? She's never been involved in this kind of lifestyle before. She was expressing to Aisha that the only thing that she ever thought about was like finishing high school before she come to obviously this place. Aisha's talking about this 20-year plan when she wants to go back and come and be the head teacher and stuff like that. And like, I was thinking that the more she gets invited to these events, the more like Rosalind says you're a star pupil and this and meeting all these wealthy people and just bigging her up, that she might think, I kind of like her. She's not as bad as she seems. And then she might get on a different wavelength to like all of her friends when they are trying to take her down. Now, what again is really interesting is we've just seen here Silver come out. Now, my question is, right, even if you really hate somebody, if you had a threat to the whole of mankind, or just say these here, do you think it's a good idea to put your differences aside and like work together? Because I actually do think it is. So say like these witches are coming in and they are wanting to destroy the school and kill all of the fairies, even if you are Silver and you dislike Rosalind, and obviously Rosalind, you dislike him, and you literally, like, after the fight you'd never want to speak to each other ever again. I do feel like uniting and being as strong as you possibly can with the resources that are available is the right way to go. And like, if it's true what she's saying, then it's exciting, because it seems like a threat's coming in. These are the people that took Bloom the first time, do you know what I mean? And like, these are the people that could give us information where she's actually from, do you know what I mean? They could tell us who her birth parents are, she could tell us the species that she is, and like, there may be more of her, do you know what I mean? There may be more of these transforming fairies. Bloom's so far the biggest and the best because obviously she's the only one that's ever transformed inside this school, but maybe loads of people can do it and we just don't know where they are, and maybe the Blood Witches can actually tell us and explain why. So that's exciting. Also, just like little shout out to the little storylines. I think it's interesting, like I said, the one with Beatrix, what's just happened to her being attacked at the end. Also, I kind of feel sorry for Musa as well. Yes, obviously, like, she was taking the pain away from her boyfriend and the anger, and I mean, it's not really the best, but she was she thought that's what was best for him, so he got respected. But he's leaving the school now, so she's going to be on her own, and she's going to be sad. I actually really like her as well. But I have to say, I like how Aisha is kind of indulging herself into a relationship this time. You know, she said that she's never really been in a relationship or done anything with a guy before because she's always focused on this like 20-year plan. But you know, I was saying whether you get 5 years of love or 10 years or 20 years or a lifetime, it's better to have it and experience it than, you know, never actually go into it. So if somebody told me I could get into a relationship now and it's a possibility in 5 years that I won't be together, I would still go into it because that's a possibility. And if we are together after 5 years, we're winning. What a fantastic decision. If not, then hopefully I've had 5 years of great time and, you know, I don't look back on regret that decision. And that's what she needs to do. And I like what people have said to her. And I like that she's actually giving it a chance. So it's going to be good as well, mate. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.